Welcome back to another episode of Saracen's Travels. We are a couple pursuing our passion of sailing and exploring. We're currently on the Caribbean island of Guadeloupe, so in this video we'll spend a few weeks exploring the west coast. We only spend a night at Anse de Barque as there's not much to do here, so we up anchor the next morning and move round to the headland to the next anchorage, Cant, as I am in need of fresh beer supplies and we want to visit a hot spring. We take the easy option for sail selection and we just head sail under Genoa. This anchorage is a very large bay and surprisingly there was no swell. We anchor in front of the dinghy dock. As Guadeloupe has an active volcano, there's a geothermal plant at Cant, where they take steam from the ground and use it to power a turbine. The resulting waste water is then put out to sea. This creates a very hot sea for people to swim in. In places it gets too hot and you have to seek cooler waters. We spend a few hours bathing, swimming and snorkeling. It's all very nice. The following day we move up to Pigeon Island where we meet Maurice and Jackie from Fiddler's Green. This area is a national park named after Jacques Cousteau, the French diver famous in the 70s. Yes, Graham, your education has paid off. We also need to replenish food stocks and there are a few decent supermarkets here. As it's a national park, you have to anchor out with the park boundaries. If you don't, the park rangers will come along and move you. Some stay, they fine you. We had 2 very windy days in the anchorages and we witnessed a few boats dragging. One catamaran dragged near us and heads out to sea. There was nobody on board. It reset its anchor for a while, then dragged again. A few dinghies head out to bring the boat back into anchor, about 500-700 metres further up the anchorage. The owner arrives back late at night. He must have spent a while looking for it in the dark and it's moved off some distance. So the glamorous side of cruising. 6 weeks of sheet and towel washing. Can't manage to do it on the boat machine. Voila! 5 loads of the boat washing machine done in one. It's not all it's washing day. This is what you do when you're waiting in the washing completely.
Watch everybody come in. Move round a bit smooth. Yeah.
That's good to be able to start spinning. Watching paint dry. Nearly there. Today we're meant to be in a position to see some of the solar eclipse. So we go ashore and Andrew wants to try and make a time frame of it happening. We set up the camera on the beach and after 2 hours all we got is a short video of some nice cloud formations. This yacht is called Adele and we last saw her at Kinsale in Ireland and at Brodick in Arran before we set off on our adventures. He's allowed to anchor in the marine park. I wonder who he's paid. Adele is numbered 685th in the super yachts list. Just think the owner must be pissed off that there's 684 yachts bigger than him. Just goes to show there's always someone with a bigger yacht. We go a walk with Morris and Jackie, this time to a Point de Lizard, and then carry on a bit to Bouillante so we can go for a swim in the hot spring again, as it was so nice the last time. This is De Hay. There's always a murder here, and this is where the BBC filmed Death in Paradise. We visit Catherine's bar and have an early pre-lunch drink. We wander around the streets of the village and then pick a restaurant to go for lunch, and it was the nicest meal we have ever had. Oh, and we bump into Peter and Wendy from Yacht Henry again. After lunch we walk a few kilometres out of town to visit Jardin Botanica de Chez. This costs €17 each, and the gardens are well kept and the fish are well fed, as are the ducklings. We walk around the gardens and then the plan was to get a bus at the entrance gate and back down to Pigeon Island.
Non, tu fais pas mal.
Did I say there was always a murder in De Hay? Well, the plan to get the bus back, well, that kind of fell through. We missed the last bus and we're now in a dilemma as how to get back. Morris tries lots of taxi companies and they're all busy, shut for the day. So we walk back into De Hay. Some hour and a half later, we're still struggling, so I come up with a plan B, which involves a bottle of rum on the beach. However, Morris at the last minute manages to track down a taxi. Thus preventing the murder. This is as far north as we'll get this year, so we have one last trip to the beach before we set off heading south tomorrow. I go way out far off the beach snorkeling and I eventually find a turtle and I swim with the turtle for about 10 minutes. When I get back, I was very tired. In our next episode, we'll start the slow journey south, but first, the Caribbean Beneteau Cup yacht race takes place. Thanks for watching. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe to our channel. Saracen out! See you!